Good morning to all. In the last class, we started with the chapter, Why Do We Have Seasons? And today, we are continuing with the same chapter. And today, let's discuss about new topic. Today, let's discuss why we have different seasons. So, in the last class, we learned there are three main seasons. So, which are the three main seasons? Summer, monsoon and winter. So, we have three main seasons in India. They are summer, winter and monsoon. So, why do we have seasons? So, we have already learnt that seasons are caused by the revolution of the earth. So, here you can see the earth is revolving around the sun in a definite path. Right, the earth is revolving around the sun in a definite path. And that path we call it as orbit. So we know that as the earth rotates, is it upright? No. Is it straight? No. It is slightly tilted. So as a result of that, during certain period of the year, half of the earth is near to the sun and half of the earth is slightly away from the sun. So during the period of the year, during certain period of the year, half of the earth is near to the sun and half of the earth is slightly away from the sun. So what about the earth, half of the earth which is near to the sun? The half of the earth which is near to the sun will receive more light and heat. So what about the part of the earth that is slightly away from the sun? It receives less light and heat. So when do we have summer? We have summer season from March to June. So during these months, the upper half of the earth is tilted towards the sun. That means it is near to the sun. So the part of the earth or the upper half of the earth which is near to the sun will receive more light and heat. And that part, that upper half will have summer. So that part receives more light and heat, so that part have summer. So at the same time of the year, the lower half, which is away from the sun, it receives less light and heat. And that part will have winter. So this is how seasons happens. So seasons are caused by the revolution of the earth. Then, what if the earth was not tilted? So have you ever thought, what if the earth was not tilted? If the earth was not tilted, all the place, that is every place on the earth could receive the same light and heat, and even there could have been no seasons. So if earth was not tilted, every place of the earth could receive same light and heat and there could have been no seasons. So seasons are caused by the revolution of the earth. Okay, so in page number 127, there is an activity given. The picture shows the position of the earth in June. Measure the distances AO and BK using a ruler. So you can take a ruler and measure the distance of AO and measure the distance of BK. So then you need to compare the distance. Which is longer, AO or BK? So can you say which one is longer, AO or BK? It is BK. BK is longer than AO, right? Then, which half of the earth is closer to the sun in June, the upper or the lower half? So which half is closer to the sun? It is the AO, that is the upper half. It is closer to the sun. So that region receives more light and heat. So that region will have summer. Next, let's discuss why do seasons change. So we know that seasons comes one after the other. The summer followed by monsoon, it is followed by winter, then again summer starts. So One seasons comes one after the other. So why do seasons change? So let's see. So here you can see the picture. The earth is revolving around the sun on a definite path, and that path we call it as orbit. And the earth is rotating on its axis. So what is axis? The imaginary line moving from the north pole to the south pole. And the earth is tilted on its axis. So as the earth revolves, what happens? Some regions are closer to the sun and some regions get slightly away from the sun. So regions which are closer to the sun will receive more light and heat, and which are away from the sun receives less light and heat. So every 6 months, the situation changes on the earth. That is, the part of the earth that is closer to the sun moves away from the sun, and the part of the earth that is away from the sun moves closer to the sun. So this situation changes every 6 months. So every 6 months, the situation changes. Why? Because the earth keeps moving all the time. So as the earth keeps moving all the time, the situation changes. That is why we have change in the seasons. One after the other, we have seasons. In page number 128, there is an activity given. The picture below shows the position of India and Australia in June and December. So, you can see the picture. Below that, there are some questions. So, see the first one. When the earth is in position X, which country is closer to the sun? So, this is position X. You can see the upper half and the lower half of the earth. So, this is India and this is Australia. So, see the first question. When the earth is in position X, you have to see here, which country is closer to sun? Which is closer to sun? India. Here this part is closer to the sun. India is closer to the sun. So what is the answer? India. See the second one. Which country will be warmer while the earth is in X position? So the first one we understood that India is closer to the sun. So as it is closer to the sun, it receives more light and heat. So the region that receives more light and heat, the days will be sunny and hot. So which country will be warmer? That is India. So you can tick India. See the third one. Which country will be cooler while the earth is in X position? So which part? Then it will be Australia. So Australia will be slightly away from the sun. So it receives less light and heat. So that country will be cooler. So tick Australia. See the fourth one. When the earth is in position Y. So where is position Y? There. Which country is closer to the sun? Now, which country is closer to the sun? Now it is Australia. So Australia is closer to the sun, so it receives more light and heat. So you can tick Australia. See the fifth one. Which country will be warmer while the earth is in Y position? So which country will be warmer? Australia is closer to the sun. As it is closer to the sun, it receives more light and heat. So that country will be warmer. So that is Australia. You can tick Australia. Then see the sixth one. Which country will be cooler while earth is in Y position? So earth is away from the sun. So it receives less light and heat. So it is cooler. So it is India. So you can tick India. Then in page number 129, there is a box given, did you know? Why does ice cover the poles? The amount of sunlight and heat received by the different region varies due to the tilt of the earth. So as the earth is slightly tilted, the amount of light and heat received by the regions varies. Then the difference becomes more because the earth is shaped like an orange. As you go away from the equator towards the poles, the sun rays becomes more and more slanted. Slanted means not straight. As a result, the light and heat received in the polar regions is so little that they remain covered with ice throughout the year. So the light and heat received by the polar region is less, so that they remain covered with ice throughout the year. Then, page number 129 itself, there is a box given life skills. During summer, drink plenty of water. So this is very important because during summer season, it is very hot and you need to drink a lot of water. Then, another important thing is you should wear cotton clothes, light cotton clothes, and stay indoors in the afternoon because of the extensive heat. Then, in monsoon, do not go when there is thunder and lightning because it is not safe. Switch off the television and computer and do not use telephone when there is a thunderstorm. So this is very, very important and you should be very careful. Next, in winter, cover your head, feet and hands when you go out. So we know that in winter, it is very cold. So in order to keep your body warm, you have to cover your head, your feet and hands when you go out. Then see the keywords. Tilt. So what is the meaning of tilt? Sloping position in which one side is lower than the other. One side is lower than the other. Then direct rays. Rays of the sun falling straight on a place. That is the direct rays. Then what is slanting rays? Sloping rays of the sun, which is not direct. Then page number 130. There is a box given remember. So that is about seasons. So we learnt about summer, winter and monsoon. So during summer season, the days are long and nights are short and the sun rays are straight and direct. What about during winter season? During winter season, the sun rays are slanted, then days are shorter and nights are longer. Then why seasons happens? Why seasons occur? Seasons occur due to Earth's tilt on its axis. The Earth is slightly tilted on its axis, then cause of the revolution of the Earth. So that is all about the chapter, why do we have seasons? So I hope you all are clear with the chapter. Till then, thank you.